One thing that sometimes bothers me about Mariners Irvine Church is that they focus so much on the people right there at church in the congregation, the parishioners, as being as if we all need psychological help. They often are condescending in the way they preach to us. We're assuming we're like you know mentally disabled or having some kind of psychological dysfunction that needs correcting from the pastor and through the Bible. When a lot of us go to church, in fact, because it's something we grew up with as something you do, or you support your church. You go to your church at least once a week on Sunday, and other than that, we're able-bodied, well-adjusted adult men and women and families. So I wish they could do a little less of the psychological preaching and a little more like actual biblical theological analysis or talk about doing evangelism and reaching out to the world. A lot of these preachers, the problem is, don't know how to actually do any evangelism outside the church, and so they don't really know how to talk about doing evangelism and fulfilling the Great Commission outside the church setting. They're so used to people coming to them, they don't know how to go to others because the pastors get their power from being behind the pulpit on stage. And they actually there's a little bit of a psychological aspect to that as well. They get their boost from being up there. And sometimes it gets a little bit imbalanced where they have too much of that bully pulpit and the parishioners have no voice. So I just want to put that out there just in case it becomes too much of an imbalance.